Hello, welcome back to my channel, Space Age Tarot. If you're stumbling across this channel for the very first time, I welcome you here. This is a tarot channel where I give you readings based on your current state and energy, and basically give you an idea of what trajectory things are going, what you're attracting and all of that, but of course, never defining your future. So in today's reading, I'm really excited to give you guys a little look-see into what's coming next for you, what the next chapter of your life is going to be like. So what the next phase is going to be attracting to you, what things you're going to be learning. We're going to be looking at different events, love, blessings, all that. So today we have 4 piles. We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. I will be showing you the runes that are on them. So on pile 1, we have this rune. Pile 2, we have this one. I'll be naming them in your reading. And pile 3, we have this one. Pile 4, we have this, which was kind of backwards. Feel free to select one or more piles. Make sure you clear that space in your mind and just go where you're feeling magnetically drawn, and the timestamps will be posted down below in the comment section. I will see you in your reading. Hi group 1, let's begin your reading. So you chose this rune here. So let's start with your oracle cards. So we have I create harmony, and I spread joy. So in the next chapter of your life, these are the major themes: you creating harmony and spreading joy to the world. So I am going to say just right off the bat that you will be feeling internal harmony and joy because you will be giving that to the world. You can't, for example, if there's an oxygen mask situation on a plane, the plane's going down, you have to put that oxygen on yourself before you put it on anyone else, right? So this is telling me that in the next chapter of your life, you're going to be feeling very in balance, like everything is aligning. All the stars are aligning, all the planets are aligning for you. You're going to feel very much like the universe is conspiring with you. You're going to see lots of synchronicities, lots of things are just going to be feeling very magical. You're going to feel very much like you're in a storybook, just like we're talking about now. And you're going to be feeling very much like the world is aware of you. There's going to be a lot of you feeling as though everything is aligning perfectly just in time for you to get where you need to go. So let's say you're late for a meeting or something. You might be like, oh no, like, this is really bad. This is going to be, to my detriment. But actually, everything that happens to you, even things that might not look good at first, are actually forming themselves so that you can actually have those situations and scenarios that you need. So perhaps you'll be late to that meeting because you'll be encountering someone because of that delay, or you'll be not running into a situation that would be worse. So everything is working for you, and because everything is working perfectly for you and everything's falling into place, you're going to be feeling a lot happier, and the work you give to the world and what you provide to the world is going to be a lot of joy and happiness because you are already vibrating that way. So you're essentially giving that to the world. And we have this other oracle card, which I wanted to put as a theme, and it says forgive. So forgiveness is going to be a theme for you as well. So I'm seeing that with this harmony and joy, you are actually, especially with this joy card, you see this girl, she's releasing something. There's a release here. So I'm seeing that you're releasing some burdens. So any former ties that just don't serve you or make you feel happy are going to be released in this next chapter. So I'm seeing that right now in the current chapter that you're closing, you're letting go of feeling guilty about things, feeling as though you did something or someone did something to you. You're not really focused. You're not going to be focusing much on what people have done to you in the past, because you're going to be led through steps that will allow you to feel that forgiveness in your heart. Okay. So any kind of burden, like any type of like negative emotion, I'm seeing that passing from your life because you're reaching this forgiveness point or this cleansing. It might not be forgiveness for all of you, but if there's anything that's tying you down, holding you back, it's going to be released very soon. That's very clear. So major emotional release is happening. So let's get into your tarot cards. Okay, so let's see how this is going to go. Okay, so we have the Magician reversed. Okay, so that's your first card. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing this as like you transitioning. This is like the state of transition here. This Magician card is showing this threshold that you're crossing where essentially you're not feeling as though things... It's interesting because we have this like create harmony card here, and it's talking about all the pieces being put together so that you can create. And with this Magician card, it's shown the magician is someone who has all the tools in front of them. They see the tools. My right ear is ringing right now. They see all the tools in front of them. If they have to create a film, they're not worried about whether they have the best photography or the best camera in the world or the best actors in the world or the best whoever in the world, the best scenario. They're going to create something magical and beautiful regardless. They have those tools in hand. So what I'm seeing with this Magician card is right now you might not be seeing how many tools you have in place, but things are being set in motion, and you're going to start feeling as though you always have the tools, and all the tools are going to be presented to you because essentially I'm seeing you asked. Some of you have asked for this, and it's coming because you've definitely gotten into alignment with this. So then we have the Five of Wands reversed. Okay, so this really ties in with this forgiveness card. I love how this is like balancing here. So we have this forgiveness card, forgive, and it's red. This card says red here. That might mean something to you guys color-wise, but the Five of Wands reversed is showing me that you're really starting to move past these conflicts in your life. So the Five of Wands is like typically like this conflict, this card of conflict, you know. The wands represent fire and like passion and wanting something, and the five is like this conflicting energy that is occurring in this Five of Wands here, where essentially it might feel like you're against the world or there's lots of competition around you. And this might have to do with this forgive here, because I'm seeing that there is something that it could be anything. Maybe it's self-forgiveness or forgiving these people or person that has been trying to distract you. But I'm seeing that you're going to be so in alignment with your purpose in this next chapter that these distractions are leaving, which is why this Five of Wands here is reversing. It's not going to be a part of your life anymore. And then the Six of Cups here, that's really showing how this love is going to be a part of your life. The harmony and the joy really comes together here with the Six of Cups, because the Six of Cups, it's referring to love and you spreading love and joy and you receiving love. I'm seeing that a lot of you that are single, if you happen to be single watching this reading, there is going to be a partnership between you and another person. And not only that, I'm seeing other suitors coming into your life. So lots of people, if you're single, or even if you're not single, you're probably going to be experiencing lots of people possibly hitting on you or trying to be a suitor towards you, trying to pick you up, try to be a part of your life. And this could be romantic or platonic relationships, but I'm seeing romantic and platonic relationships. But for those of you that are single, there is definitely a pairing here where you are meeting someone that you want to be with. This could be a soulmate, a twin flame. It could be someone you've seen before in your dreams, someone you're going to go traveling with to the mountains, to the beach. This is someone that shares common interests with you. And this could even be a friend, but I'm seeing someone that you're going to be in a loving relationship with, that you share common interests. So, and also just expect to see people being very taken with you, being very attracted to you, being very interested in you, wanting to be your friend, wanting to date you. So that's what's coming up for you. Awesome. Okay, so let's see what else I'm seeing before I get to your next cards. Yeah, so what's going on here with this Magician reversed, the Five of Wands reversed, and the Six of Cups reversed is that there is something going on in this closing of this chapter in your life leading to the next chapter where there's going to be a series of events, and I see this with the I Create Harmony card. It's already unfolding, so you're kind of already dipping your toes into this next chapter. You might not see what's happening yet. It might not feel harmonious and joyful at this moment, although some of you might be seeing the glimpses of it, just the mere glimpses. There's some chaos that has occurred, you know. I'm seeing here order from chaos. It's like a planet being formed, you know, a galaxy being formed. And before something gets formed, there has to be this chaos. There has to be rubble in the midst of everything just coming together and aligning. So with this I Create Harmony card, I'm seeing that in the Magician reversed, I'm seeing there's a trajectory moving into this next chapter where some of you are going to experience like these birds before landing, these moments where you're like, wait, nothing is coming together. Everything feels crazy. It's like if you're trying to manifest something and I don't know, you see let's say you're trying to manifest a person, right? Let's say someone is trying to manifest a partner. They might see that their friends, all of their friends are getting a partner before them. They're like, wait, I'm the one that's manifesting a partner or something. Or like you might want a job and then you see someone else getting the exact job that you want in your life. But what's happening here is like, if you're seeing these kinds of things happen, or like you're thinking, wow, like nothing is working out, like you're kind of losing some faith, that is a part of the process. It's the old mentality, it's the old state. The old energy is phasing out here and it's bringing in that new energy. So the 6 here, the 6 is harmony. The number 6 in numerology represents it's Venus, it's love, it's harmony. And so your next chapter is really a part of that. So if you're seeing like things out of place, disorder, chaos, just know that that is because there is an old energy that's being phased out. You might have done some work already, and I'm seeing with this Forgive card, some of you have done some work where you've either been watching videos, reading books, talking to people, doing the internal work to heal your inner child here. And if you haven't, this is a sign that you really should be doing that, because this I Spread Joy really talks about this internal world, this internal release. And so you guys are going to be going through that, and it's really time for you guys to transition, and this transition is inevitable. So really be expecting to see harmony. Okay, so let's go to your love life cards. Okay, for some of you guys looking into love, if you're in a relationship or single, these are some cards for you. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. That's actually like really in alignment with what I was saying about seeing like your friends maybe getting into relationships while you're manifesting one. So if that's happening to you, or if you're just single, maybe you're not manifesting anyone, but if you happen to be single, this is telling you that it's put the good intentions out there right now. Put the intentions of what you want out there, because this is the universe, this is your guides telling you right now is a pivotal moment. So in this moment, if you're manifesting something, or not even intentionally manifesting, but be aware of your energy around people. Be aware of how you view men or women. Think about how you want to attract, you know? So don't think about, men are dogs, women are, trash or something. Think positively about, what you want to attract so that you can attract those things to you. This is a sign here that's saying, okay, it's on the way. Everything's on the way. Everything's coming into alignment. The doors are being opened for you. And this is saying right now it's really important. It's a very pivotal moment for you. And then express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Okay, so I definitely see an opening into love here for you guys. There is a major opening into love. So, and that's pretty obvious with the 6 of Cups and everything going on here. Everything is falling into place. So there isn't any need here to play any games with anyone. If you like somebody, don't be afraid to show them. If you're not the type that wants to express your feelings. I get it. Like, not everyone likes to be forward with their feelings, and that's, that makes sense, So just in this case, what this is telling you is, if someone, you don't have to say like directly, like ask someone out or say it directly, but make it known. If there's someone in your life that you're interested in, make it known to them that you're interested in them by being nice, being pleasant, being loving, showing them that side of you, that Six of Cups side of you, spreading that joy and harmony. So remember, the next phase of your life is all about that. So it's just going to be coming out of you naturally. It's not even really something you're going to have to force. Then we have Void of Course Moon missing, and Sun Spirit. Okay, so the Void of Course Moon is really talking about a moon that's essentially void of course, but what the moon is doing is it doesn't have an influence by another planet. So anything that's done during the time of void of course moon is thought to be null. It's thought to be unproductive, not going anywhere, basically like a moot point. So what this is telling me right now is that I think this is telling you what I was saying before. Remember to influence your reality. Remember just not to just think blankly, like, oh, think with intention right now. Don't let your mind wander into like past issues with this Five of Wands or this Magician reversed. Remember to just move on. You're reaching that forgiveness point, and it's time to just like let go and just think with intention here. I'm seeing with the Magician reversed, it's reversed because perhaps you're not putting as much intention as you could be. And so with this void of course moon, I'm seeing that this moon needs a course, it needs an influence. And so it's time for you to be the biggest influence in your life. I'm seeing you really taking a lead role here. This is like a main character type of energy. And so what this is saying is like the world is your oyster. This planet, this moon here is your oyster. You have to push it to where you want it to go. You have to push and influence the world the way you want it to be. Okay, so then we have Sun Spirit. Okay, so this card is giving me very strong confidence. This is major confidence. So the next chapter of your life is going to be filled with very much so with confidence. You're going to be feeling very sure of yourself. You're going to be feeling a lot happier with this sun here. I'm seeing you getting out into the sun more, being outside more, and feeling more expressive. This is showing me that you're going to be expressing yourself. You're going to be feeling more, there's more masculine energy coming in here. This masculine energy is really going to make you more assertive in the world. It's going to make you decide, be more definitive. And what I was saying about pushing your intention, it's like the sun is, placing its intention on this void of course moon, and you're instead of letting the planets, have their way with you, the planets are going to be coinciding with you. And not only that, you're going to be pushing your influence, your confidence onto the world. And so people are going to be very attracted to that. Again, with the Six of Cups, I'm seeing you being very magnetic, people being very attracted to you in this next chapter of your life. So if you have any major goals, major plans, now's the time to strike. This is really saying like, this is the time to strike. Things are in alignment, things are in sync. Everything you do right now is going to be working for you. So take advantage of it, because you have the power to influence your reality. That is what I have for you, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe, like and share and comment on this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group 2. So you chose this pile with this rune, Perth. So let's look at your cards. So with this already, this is talking about like having this mysterious feminine energy. So let's see what is going on. So these are some oracle cards that I pulled for you guys that are kind of representing your energy. So I act respectfully of others, and I listen to opposing opinions. Interesting. So we have 2 cards here which deal with you being open to other people's ideas and you hearing them out, respecting them. So something is telling me that you're moving into a phase where you're more so sitting back and listening. And with this Perth right here, this Pertho, it's talking about feminine energy. So that's really showing me you guys are going to be showing a more feminine, gentle side in this next chapter. And this doesn't have to be in like this typical, stereotypical way. I'm seeing this as you being more reserved, held back, not really needing to assert any dominance. You're more so in a listening phase where you want to absorb information, where you want to make others feel heard. So let's see what else is going on. I have another oracle card for you. Wings. You never needed those wings to fly. Okay, so you're realizing something about yourself. That's what's really going on here with this wings card. Okay. You know, I'm seeing you guys developing a newfound confidence where some of you, this is just, you know, this is a general reading, so this might be pertaining to some of you. Some of you might have thought you had to be confident in a certain way, or you had to be a certain thing around people. And now you're learning that you don't have to be this or that or the other. You have to just be yourself, and it's okay to be yourself. And you're finding that the people around you are going to, in this next chapter, are going to be very accepting of you, or the people that don't care about you are just going to, you know, not really stick around, and that's going to be fine for you. You're going to be feeling a lot better. You're going to be feeling very lighthearted and really happy. I'm seeing you feeling free here. This is like a very liberating energy. Okay. So I'm also seeing your style is going to improve. When I see this card, I'm seeing this girl, the way she's dressed. I really love her outfit. So I'm seeing that you guys might be really like upping your style, or you might be interested in style and fashion. You guys, if you're already fashionable people, you might find yourself like really switching themes here. So maybe you were once like very into I don't know, like hippie fashion, but now you're into dark academia or something. There could be some kind of switch going on, or you're just going, if you're not really into fashion or looks or something, you are going to find yourself possibly interested in changing your style in this next chapter. You're going to start feeling like a switch there, and that's actually going to influence a lot of your behavior, because it seems to me for some of you that you actually are not happy with how you're currently functioning, possibly, or how you interact with people. Maybe you feel socially awkward, or maybe you feel like you're not around the right crowd. Maybe that's another thing that's coming through here. Maybe you're not in the right scene. Maybe the scene you're in right now doesn't suit you. Maybe you're I'm thinking of an example, like let's say you're in university and what you really want to do is be a musician, let's say, and so you're always around academics but you're not around musicians, and so you're finding that you're not connecting with people a lot. And so in this next chapter, you're going to be finding people that actually resonate with you and sort of like your own social scene. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so let's see what you have with your tarot cards. Okay, so we have the Princess of Swords reversed. Okay. Yeah, so this Princess of Swords reverse is really telling me you're flipping the switch. Like, you're not really into being dominant right now. And I'm seeing in this new chapter you not being as dominant, and that doesn't mean that you're not like controlling your life or anything. Again, it's just like a feminine energy here where you're more so listening. You're taking that seat where you're sort of just observing and watching the world, people watching, and you're not really trying to assert your dominance or assert your thoughts on other people or try to convince others of what you think. You're more so in this next chapter, and I don't know if you're already feeling this, but in the next chapter, there's something that's going to happen that's going to influence you to being more of a listener. someone who wants to hear what other people are saying. You might even adopt an entirely new belief system. You might be really shocked because that's another thing. Let's say you're in a group of people, let's say, where they all think in a certain way, they have like a certain set of ideologies. You might be leaving that ideology. That's another thing that might be happening in this next chapter. You might realize like, wow, I was really a novice here, or like I wasn't very knowledgeable in this one subject, and I think I'm wrong. And this idea is flipping its head. It's flipping its switch. We have the 5 of Pentacles reversed. Interesting. We had another 5 card reversed for another group. Yeah, and then we have the Hierophant reversed. Okay, I decided to put that down. That's really interesting that we have the Hierophant reversed, and I was just talking about switching ideologies. And this could actually be like major beliefs being switched, because this is a major arcana card. So what I'm seeing in this next chapter, it's all coming together, guys. I act respectfully of others. I listen to opposing opinions. The next chapter of your life is the major event that's happening in your life in the next chapter is you are going to be introduced to a new way of thinking that is possibly something that you previously wouldn't have even acknowledged or known about or even agreed with. It's going to be something that's opposing, something opposite to yours, what it is currently. And it's going to take you by surprise, but it's actually going to free you with this wings here, because you might think that the thoughts that you currently have are liberating, but they in the next chapter you're going to be finding new thoughts. It might not even be exactly opposing. They might be parallel, or they might be new ideas altogether. This is just new knowledge that's coming in from other people. So it could be people on the internet, people in your life that you're meeting. It could be books. It could be something. You're going to be getting some knowledge. It could be esoteric knowledge. And with this rune here, this rune also represents magic. So this could be esoteric knowledge, occult knowledge. Yeah, this is really painting a beautiful picture of you being freed from some type of belief system, whether it's about yourself, about the world, religion, politics, art. It could be anything. There's some kind of major shift that's going to change your life, and it's going to make you feel very light. She's floating above all of this. So, and this 5 of Pentacles here is showing me that your world is going to be really shaken up here. It's really going to shake up your world, but this is very exciting. And the place that you're going in, you're not going to be fighting back. You're not going to be trying to deny this. You're actually open to listening to this thing. And it might be through a lover here with these 2 birds. And I'm seeing like this rose and this feather, and I'm seeing these 2 birds and these roses again. So we have birds and roses, and we have these 2 hands coming together. I'm seeing you guys possibly meeting somebody. It could be a relationship with somebody, like a romantic relationship, and this person might open you to an entirely new world. Yeah, that could be a major thing going on. Is there anything else I want to say before moving on? Yeah, this Hierophant reverse, I'm seeing that this is knowledge that it might not be mainstream with this Hierophant reverse. It might be something that goes against what is, the status quo, what is standard as well. That could be another thing. All right, so then we have 2 romance cards. We have playfulness and romantic feelings. Okay, so for those of you that are single or in a relationship, these messages can apply to both of you, but this playfulness here and the romantic feelings, and what I just saw with the birds and the roses, it could be that this is a new partner that you're meeting, and this person makes you feel very playful and romantic, and this person might really sway you. You might be very enamored with this person, and that's why you're so open to listening. You're just like, you're almost put into this role where you just want to listen, and you're just like enamored. So I'm seeing some of you guys, this is going to be a person that you meet that is going to change you, and you're going to be in a romantic relationship with this person, and this person might have radically different beliefs than you do, but you're okay adopting them. There might be some like, dissonance at first, or some chaos, or like, what? But I'm not really seeing that. It's actually quite peaceful energy as you transition. So, it's because this person's beliefs, or this person's beliefs are things that make you feel liberated, things that make you feel free. So when they speak these words, you feel inevitably drawn to them. You feel as though their words have enlightened you to a way of thinking about the world you never would have imagined. And you're going to have a lot of fun with this person that's coming into your life. If you guys are in a relationship, I'm seeing a rekindling of feelings that, like, from when you were first beginning to date, or just renewed like passion, because this is showing me that you guys are going to be having lots of fun together, possibly traveling together, going on dates, that kind of stuff. There's going to be more storybook stuff going on in your romance, in your romantic life. So let's see what else we have. Jupiter returns benefits. Jupiter return benefits. Okay, nice. So that's awesome. So we're going to be seeing in your next chapter a lot of blessings, a lot of luck, a lot of prosperity. And this is making sense because the theme of your next chapter is you never needing those wings to fly, you being really happy, feeling light on your feet, better than ever. I'm seeing you switching like roles here. So the next chapter of your life really is majorly you having a major alteration, appearance, your crowd, a lot of things. And even if you're not very social, you're going to be feeling like a very new person in this next chapter. That is what you should be prepared for. And this is an exciting transition where you feel better than ever. It's not saying that you never felt good. You could have presently you can be feeling amazing, but this is like anything that's above that. It's like a next level. You're going to be feeling even more amazing. And if you haven't been feeling amazing, if you haven't been feeling like yourself, like you're in the wrong group of people, you're believing the things that make you feel terrible, like, it's just going to be a real shift here. And then we have South Node, life debts. Okay. So like past life energy coming through. So maybe this is what's going on possibly. It's possible that right now, that's what I was talking about with your past just now. It's possible some of you guys might have been experiencing with this, I'm seeing karma, like a sense of karma, like where something was playing out and you weren't really in alignment with who you really are. And this next chapter is finally getting you into alignment, because the South Node here is talking about like your past life, right? And so what you have to pay back. And it seems as though that's done playing out and Jupiter is returning here. So what's going on now is like you're just transitioning in this next chapter into something that makes you feel lighter. This playfulness, romantic feelings, you're going to be feeling very light on your feet. These new beliefs and these new ideas, these new structures that are going to be taking place in your life are going to be filling you with a lot of joy. And you're going to just be in a listening role for the next while, because you're just going to be happily absorbing the information and deciding what you want to keep and what you want to let go, because there are certain beliefs here that were just, toxic to you, not great for your happiness and well-being. And now that's just being discarded. So expect a lot of love, and I'm seeing a new social scene, okay? So that is what I have for you, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed that reading. I hope it was very helpful. Be sure to like, share, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and leave a comment down below. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the group with this room view. So let's look at your oracle cards at first. Sorry, there is like a trash collector driving by, so if you hear that, I don't know if you will, but if you do, that's what it is. So I offer words of good intent. Okay. I honor virtue. Okay. So okay, I'm getting a very strong, from this card I get a strong like 4 of Swords energy, but what I'm seeing right off the bat for you guys is a real sense of peace within, because you're doing what feels right for you, and you're not giving an inch to anything that doesn't correlate or resonate within you, because you know that following this path at this time in this next chapter is going to lead you to your highest good. And I offer words of good intent. You're really going to be a positive force for the people in your life. I'm seeing 4 birds. I'm seeing these 4 pillars. 4 might be a very strong number for you. You might start in this next chapter. The way that this next chapter is going to be signaling itself to you, like the way you'll know that you're there is you're going to start seeing like 444, 4444, lots of 4s, and those are going to be signs for you. It might not be that like that already. You might already be sensing bits and pieces of this next chapter as you're switching from the end of this chapter to the next, but that is a strong sense here. Also, I should mention that this rune here symbolizes wealth, prosperity, really you being in abundance, lots of money, lots of luck, that kind of thing. And so also we have like this green figure here, which is giving me like the sense of like money. She's wearing gold. So this might be a very prosperous time for you guys, at least within. I'm seeing that you guys are going to be feeling very wealthy within. And I'm seeing for some of you guys, health is going to be really exalted here. You're going to be feeling a lot healthier. What else am I getting before I get into your next oracle? Something about shells here, because I'm seeing this shell thing. It's honestly reminding me of that creepy Uzumaki story. I don't know if you guys have seen Uzumaki. I have not. I'm terrified of horror. So your next oracle card, stars. You can manifest your every wish. Oh, I love this card. It's so cute. I would love that. Wouldn't you love like a sky ceiling? But perhaps you guys will be redesigning your room. Okay, so for some of you guys, one of the things that your guides want you to do to prep for this next chapter is to think about how you want to decorate your room. Thinking about incorporating maybe some plants, maybe you'll want like a bookshelf, but redesigning is really going to kickstart you into that new mood, that new state of existence, because you're shifting into this prosperity mindset. And what I'm seeing is it's really prosperity of the mind before prosperity in the physical world is presenting itself, because when you're going to experience physical prosperity, that's going to happen after you've experienced it within, the harmony within. You're already going to feel rich and happy because you are already feeling that way within. It doesn't need to come from outside of you, but it will start showing itself outside of you. And this manifesting your every wish, I'm seeing that your next chapter is really going to be a lot of wish fulfillment. So objectives that you've had, you can weigh those things. If you know that it's an objective in like the far future, maybe that's not happening now, but I'm seeing that minor objectives are for sure taking place here, and your major objectives are going to feel that much more possible because you're going to be putting in place the pillars, the foundations, the 4 pillars of what is necessary in order to build the proper foundations for your goals. So I think I just said that in a really convoluted way, but I think you get the point of what I was trying to say. So right now, like this next chapter is forming the building blocks, the stable foundation, the 4 numerological energy for you to manifest everything that you want and desire in the physical world. This girl, she's pointing at different stars and she's like, yep, I want that one. So I'm seeing you really being able to dictate what you want and put things in order. I'm seeing this room and it's just making me think about, and the 4s here, I'm seeing you putting things in order. Your life is really going to be put in order. And this is going to start with you ordering your internal environment, then it'll be your external environment where your living space. And this is just going to reflect on and on. So this stage in your life, this next coming stage, is actually you building the foundations for you to be that mogul, for you to achieve that goal, to do what you want to do. Because especially if you're someone, this is a general reading, so if not everything will resonate, but if you're someone who's actually been experiencing a lot of chaos, or you don't feel like you have everything together, this next chapter is actually preparing you for the rest of your life. And I know that sounds really like major and huge and like big words, but This is so needed for you to have everything, all your dots in a row. What is it, that phrase? All your stars in a row? All your ducks in a row. For you to have all your ducks in a row so that everything, it falls into place. So in this next chapter, you should definitely expect that everything's going to be falling into place. You're going to design things the way you want them to be. Your external world is going to start reflecting the world in your mind. So expect to be seeing a lot of inner peace coming in, especially if you're not feeling very peaceful. You might be feeling depressed or anxious, but you're going to start feeling a lot more peace. And that's really going to be like that back and forth. You fixing up, things in your environment. You might live in a very nice environment, but it doesn't work for you. Maybe you don't like the color of your walls, or maybe you don't like the theme that's going on. I'm seeing that you're really going to start experimenting with things that make you happy. Maybe you want more plants around in your house. Maybe you want something different, but this is actually going to help you get into that mindset, There's like an as above, so below type of situation here where it's like the inside and the outside are working together in harmony. So let's get into your tarot cards. So we have the Ace of Wands reversed. Okay. We have the Seven of Wands reversed. And then we have the Moon reversed. Okay, so this is your Major Arcana card. So, okay, let's start with this Major Arcana first because the message is coming through. You're really going to be letting go a lot of fears now. There have been a lot of unconscious fears going on, holding you back, I'm seeing. And this is why this ducks in a row thing is going on. You organizing your life or like planning out your life, because it's very possible that you've been living in fear, essentially, like maybe making decisions out of fear, maybe not doing what you really want to do in life because you're worried about letting somebody down or leaving somebody behind, or maybe not even making it. Maybe you're worried about like not making it to where you want to go. And this Ace of Wands here is really saying like you holding back on your creative passion. You were given some kind of gift. Guys, your spirit guides are saying you were given a gift, you were given a talent, some kind of creative, or I don't know, there could be some creative venture that you wanted to embark on, maybe a business you wanted to start or a craft you wanted to learn, and you've put that on hold. I'm seeing something about like maybe you've put that on hold and maybe you are pursuing it, but you're not doing it like you want to. So maybe for some of you guys, this could be creating a studio. Maybe this next chapter is you building that studio or a space where you can work on it every day. Because sometimes we want to work on things, but the feng shui isn't right. Maybe to get to where you need to go, you can't really, there's a lot of roadblocks. For me, this is an example that I can tell you so you can understand what I'm saying. I like play piano. So when I'm playing piano, or like I'm trying to produce music, I don't really play piano, I'm just like producing stuff. There was a time when it was really hard for me to get there, not because I couldn't produce anything, but there were certain things just going wrong. For example, I didn't have a place that felt comfortable for me to play the piano. I didn't have like the cords I needed to connect to my laptop. Like there was a lot of things that were, so I could use them. I had like too short of a cord, but it was so inconvenient. The cord was too short. I didn't have anywhere to put my laptop next to my computer, or next to my keyboard piano thing. And so in order for me to, there was a barrier there. There was no feng shui. I couldn't just, if I had an idea, I couldn't just sit down and just start doing it, playing it out and putting it in. There was like this inconvenience of me not knowing where to put my laptop, having to move things. And so that was fixed when I was like, okay, let me get an extra long cord, because that was a problem. Let me make sure the space where I do my piano stuff is like, just purely for that, and let me get a table for my laptop. So that is what I'm talking about, and that's just like a microcosm of a potential macrocosm in your life. There could be some other thing going on where you might be procrastinating something or pushing something away because there might be perceived like roadblocks. There might be some things that are just too inconvenient, and you might not be consciously aware that you might not be doing the specific thing that you want to be doing because there are all of these internal roadblocks. With this moon here, there's a lot of unconscious roadblocks where you might think, oh, like, I don't want to do this thing, it's going to take way too long. And a message for some of you guys is that sometimes you're thinking that, but if you actually commit to the action, it won't actually be what your ideas of them are. So really, a major theme in your next chapter is that you are going to be releasing those fears, releasing those roadblocks. So if you're having those kinds of barriers between you and your goals, which I'm seeing are kind of like on hold, like these ideas, or you're not really acting on them like you should be regularly, those are going to be removed. So this next chapter, expect to be working on these things every single day. So your creative passion, you're going to be working on them every single day. And with the 7 of Wands here, I see this really linked in with this moon card. I'm seeing like some conflicts in the past with people, or you being too afraid to even release your work, possibly because you're afraid of competition, or people that you know or people you don't know stealing your work, copying you, or something like that. This is a sign that you shouldn't worry about this, and you just need to be more prolific about this. So with this manifest your every wish card, I'm definitely seeing you being in a place where you are able to manifest everything that you want and desire, because you've set up a space where you're able to work every single day. And the reason why you won't have to worry about anybody, it could be some other scenario where you're worried about other people in your life around you, maybe negative influences, people telling you can't do this or that. Those people will completely like vanish from your view, because you're going to be setting up a space for yourself where you're able to work on what you want to work on every single day. And those people will kind of just go out of your periphery, like just away, because you're going to be so focused, and you have an entire work environment that brings you joy. The decorations in your house will bring you joy. And I'm just seeing this really clearly, that you guys are really setting yourself up. And so because you're setting this space up to work every day on your goals and dreams, you're going to start being prolific, creating every single day, and a lot of works will come from this, and people won't even be able to keep up. Whether it's people copying you, people being negative, people trying to drag you down, people making you feel bad, you're just not going to focus on them, because you're going to have full focus on this thing. So the next chapter in your life is mega focus on the things that you want. And so let's look at your love life in the next chapter. So we have one worth waiting for. So if you're single, this is telling me that I think this next chapter is like, you're focused on you. Okay, I'm seeing you being focused on you, and we have you deserve love. Okay, this is a major self-love time for you in this next chapter. So I'm seeing, actually, just from these depictions, I'm getting the sense that you're going to be very like independent. And I don't really like, it's not like something I'm encouraging or anything. I think we're social creatures, so we need people around. But I'm seeing with the 7 of Wands, you maybe being a little bit more, not like a hermit secluded, but you definitely focusing on you, because you are crafting like this environment for yourself. You are rewriting how you think about the world and how you think about how you prioritize things. You're reprioritizing with this I honor virtue card. You're reprioritizing so that you can be a better person, which is you offering words of good intent. So you're making sure that you have everything in your life right, that all of your ducks are in a row, so that you can be a better person to the people around you and to yourself. And so I'm seeing that you're somebody worth waiting for. And if there's someone that you're probably going to have a lot of suitors right now, because I'm just seeing this girl, and I'm just seeing her kind of being very very like attractive to people. A lot of people, she has a lot of eyes on her with these little angels, looking at her. I'm seeing that you have a lot of eyes on you at this time in this next chapter. And I don't know, I'm seeing that possibly you might not be, because you're so focused and you're having such a good time doing what you want to do. I'm not even seeing you really looking for anyone. Like if you've been looking for someone, I'm seeing that this person will come out of the blue and surprise you, but you're not even like wanting to rush into anything, because you have, in this chapter, you've really like up-leveled in self-love. I'm seeing a major up-leveling in your self-love, because I'm just seeing you knowing that you deserve love and really feeling yourself, because when you're doing the work that you love, you feel more confident. When anyone is working on something that they love on a day-to-day basis, they gain confidence because they're walking in their own tune. They're walking in the melody of the universe. They're in perfect alignment. So I'm seeing a lot of people having their eye on you, and you not even noticing them. You just kind of like so focused on your work, and people are going to find you very attractive during this time because you're so focused on your work, and they find that very attractive. Someone who's very focused on them and creating. And we have Pluto transformation. I'm not even surprised, because you guys are really transforming internally, externally, spiritually. You guys are having a major up-leveling. You're finally walking in alignment with who you are. So you're prioritizing. So this phase before the next chapter, you're going to start clearing things out. I'm seeing that you guys are going to start making a way to clear any obstacles out of your way. And if there are obstacles, you're going to just deal with them in this next chapter. It doesn't matter, because you're going to be so focused. You're transforming what you prioritize. Okay. And then we have Black Moon Lilith mystery. Wow. So you guys, that actually really makes sense, because I do see you guys being very attractive to people at this time. Very alluring, because you're so focused on you. It's like you're that main character who isn't worried about like the boys or the girls. They're so focused on their mission that they don't even notice that all the other people in the cast are hitting on them, and it's only at the end of the movie, after they've accomplished their mission, that they're like, oh, like I can finally see other people again. I can finally see the world, like, you know, beyond my priorities, like major priorities, I can finally like entertain romance. And that's what this worth waiting for thing is talking about. And also Black Moon Lilith is talking about like this independent, feminine energy, where she's just very, you know, on her own. She's like, she doesn't need anybody at this point. She's just like self-sufficient. And that's not, you might like that energy. Some of you might not like that energy, but this is a temporary energy. It's not something that is you at this point. It's not just like, you know, 100% what you're going to embody. It's just showing that I'm just seeing like this woman with the archer here, just like a main character energy who's just like, I have a mission. The plot needs to be resolved. I need to get through all of this. And at the end, you know, we'll do the kiss and all that stuff. So very exciting for your next chapter, group number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. And if you did, please do subscribe. If you're not subscribed, be sure to like and share this video, comment down below. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hi guys, so those of you that chose this pile with this rune, let's begin your reading. So starting off, we have I am open to love in various forms. And we have I converse with awareness. Okay, so by the way, the meaning of this rune, it's meaning birth, beginnings, really an opening into a new world. Sorry, my camera turned off for a second. But yeah, there's going to be a real opening into a new world. And I'm seeing that you guys are going to possibly be traveling to another state, another country. And because you're going to be in another setting, you're going to be more aware of how you're interacting with people. This doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are really going to be traveling somewhere, but you are going to be having new experiences that are outside of your norm. So if you're, you know, generally bored with life, if you're, let's say you go to the same coffee shop, you do the same thing every day, there is going to be something that's going to take you out of your norm. So things are going to be a lot more exciting in this next chapter. And so moving on to your next oracle card, we have Lavender, surrounding yourself with love. Okay. So this is a real indicator that you guys are probably going to be meeting a new group of friends or interacting with your friends that you haven't seen in a while. We are in a weird time in our world where we can't see each other very easily, and you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. So it's possible that this next chapter is like when things start opening up in your area or something. You might be seeing people. And then we have like these 2 coffee cups here, which is telling me maybe you will be going to a new coffee shop or something. But I'm seeing something about being social in this next chapter. And lavender is telling me like, you know, calm. So if you are open to various forms of love, I'm seeing a lot of healing. But this I converse with awareness is also giving me another message that some of you guys might be very socially, maybe you're not socially calm. Maybe you're a little more anxious on the social side. And therefore, you're someone that really overthinks how you speak. So in this next chapter, I'm seeing you guys toning that down a little bit. You're still going to be aware of how you speak, but you being open and you having this lavender here is telling me that you're really going to feel a lot more calm. You might not be feeling intimidated by any social situations or social gatherings. You're going to start feeling more like yourself and like you can just be open to people. And I'm seeing that you're possibly going to be around a group of people that will be very assuring to you and tell you like it's okay to be yourself. I'm also seeing that some of you guys could be artists or poets. I'm seeing that some of you guys might be expressing yourself at like, you know, who knows, you know, when someone's going to see this video, because I know everything is like weird right now, but possibly like in a time and place where everything is open, you guys might be doing some open mics or something. I'm seeing like an artist here with both of these cards, and you being around artsier people, if you're not typically around that type of group of people. We have the Ace of Swords reversed. Okay. Interesting. And then we have the Seven of Swords reversed, and then we have the Star reversed. Okay. We've had lots of reversals this entire like pick a card session. And that makes so much sense to me, because it's like right now you're transitioning into this new energy, and I feel like because of like everything that's going on possibly, and who knows when someone's watching this again, but with everything that's going on, there's a lot of things that feel stagnant, and then there's a lot of things that feel like they're phasing out. So in any type of situation in the world or in life where things kind of get upended and turned around, there are things that get left behind and things that get reversed and changed. And I'm seeing a great deal of change here for you guys. You know, interestingly, this Star card here, it really corresponds with this rune. This rune talks about like liberation, and so does the Star. The Star talks about personal freedom. So this like converse with awareness thing, and the Star is really telling me a message from your guides here that it's really time in this current chapter that you're in, before getting into the next chapter, it's really time to just like remember to just be yourself, you know. And it's okay to converse with awareness. Not every, you know, when you're around different people, you interact differently. That's just normal human behavior. But really starting to like release that judgment is a really important thing that's going on in the next chapter. I'm seeing that you guys are going to be feeling a lot more free and learning how to release that judgment, because the Star is still in reverse here. So this is telling me that the next chapter, the lesson you're going to be learning is how to reverse this Star. So how to feel that personal freedom, how to feel liberated, okay? And this could be feeling liberated in terms of love, right? Maybe being open to people you wouldn't be open to in the past. So yeah, and I'm seeing that the major theme here is for sure for you guys, learning to let go, be yourself, and embrace what's coming in for you guys. So I'm seeing a lot of social activity. We have the Ace of Swords reversed. So the Ace of Swords reversed is telling me that it's really time to embrace new ideas about yourself, about the world. This is really telling me that there's possibly things that you've been holding on to firmly, like some ideas you've been holding on to, and it's time to just let them go with the Seven of Swords reversed. I'm seeing a lot of swords falling off, and you're still holding on to one of these swords, but it's time to really let it go. There might have been like a lot of like internal conflict here. There might have been a lot of internal conflict going on in your life, and there might still be some internal conflict going on in your life where you feel as though you're attacking yourself on all sides. I'm seeing a lot of personal attacks, and I'm seeing that with this next chapter, you're learning how to just stop like torturing yourself. I think that's something that a lot of people fall into. They start, being their own like judge, their own punisher, and it's like, it's really time to let that go and free yourself. This is like a real step towards freedom here. You being free in the next chapter, and you learning how to just talk to yourself, talk to others, learning how to be as a human in a way that functions for you in a good way, something that makes you feel happy with yourself and happy around others, okay? So let's get some insights about your love life in the next chapter. Past life relationship, and we have chemistry. Awesome. Okay. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. You have known each other before. Okay, so you're going to be meeting someone if you're single. If you're not single, we'll get into that, see what's going on. But if you're single, you're going to be meeting someone who is from a past life. This makes a lot of sense. You're going to be meeting someone from your soul family, because I mentioned before, you guys meeting some friends here, meeting a group of people that you feel very open with, and learning how to feel personal liberation. So it's very possible, and also you being doing open mics or poetry, or meeting an artsy crowd. So I'm guessing that this person that you're going to be meeting in a relationship is part of this crowd, and they're part of what's making you feel more comfortable expressing yourself, and maybe loosening up, feeling more liberated. And with this chemistry card here, you guys are going to be feeling a lot of intimate chemistry. You guys I'm seeing like a love at first sight situation, where maybe not love at first sight, but really feeling attracted and connected to this person. It could be love at first sight, but you might encounter this person and just feel like you've known them before, and it's going to feel instant. You're going to know who this person is with the chemistry and past life relationship. And for those of you in relationships right now, this is a confirmation that you're with someone who is a part of your soul family, which is kind of obvious if you're anyone who you're around is kind of a part of your soul family. But this is something that was meant to happen. It's like a fated connection, and your chemistry is going to be rekindled during this time, in this next phase in your chapter. You're going to start feeling like alive and aligned with that person again, and really feeling attracted to this person. Okay, and then we have part of fortune increase, beautiful. And we have Saturn return, age. Yes, I do really feel like this is a learning moment for you. With this, I converse with awareness. I'm seeing you guys in the star reversed. I'm just seeing you guys learning how to free yourselves from this internal oppression, which is this Saturn. Saturn is like a malefic planet. I mean, Saturn comes with a lot of good lessons, but ultimately it is a malefic planet. I think people definitely do go really hard on Saturn. They're like, oh man, Saturn. But they're right to in certain ways. Saturn is, comes with a lot of great lessons and a lot of great achievements and a lot of amazing rewards. But sometimes we can be our own Saturn. And especially I would look at your Saturn placements here, because it's possible that you're in a certain phase, especially if you're feeling very, hard on yourself, very perfectionistic. Maybe the current chapter you're in before this next chapter is Saturn is in a placement that is making you more perfectionistic, making you more hyper-focused on getting everything right, being perfect in a social sense, all this kind of stuff. So I'm seeing that you guys are really dealing with this right now. And so I'm seeing that with this part of fortune increase, everything is going to get a lot better in this next phase of life. You're going to start feeling more relaxed. And this is something that you're going to be able to carry with you into the next coming chapters, because this Saturn return is really telling me that this was a lesson that was meant to happen in your life. And the part of fortune increase is really exciting here, because this relationship, and this could also just be representing your social scene again, But I'm just seeing a lot of influences coming into your life that are going to be making you a lot happier. I'm seeing you really coming out of, some of you might have been like really depressed. I see with this card someone who's kind of like a little melancholy, and you guys are going to be feeling so much better and so much more comfortable. I'm seeing you guys hitting your stride and coming out of this way more confident. This next chapter is really like you boosting your self-esteem, you feeling a lot freer, and you having a lot of people around you that make you feel a lot of joy, and really overcoming the internal oppression, like the internal voice that's making you feel like you must feel guilty all the time, punish yourself, reflect on embarrassing moments. Like that's going to stop in this next chapter, and you're going to have a lot of like increase in your fortune, success, prosperity, because you're just going to be feeling a lot more comfortable, and this is going to help you feel more comfortable in your decision making in general. So I'm seeing that your life is just going to feel a lot better in this next chapter, and you're going to stop feeling like you don't have a place in the world. You're going to start feeling like there is a place for you in this world, and you're actually a major contributor. Okay, that is what I have for you, group number 4. I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And of course, comment down below. I will see you in the next one. Bye.